Robert Estrin here at Piano World with the second in the series of piano technique videos. Last time, you remember, I showed you the perfect hand position, one which requires no effort to maintain, that centers at the point at which black and white keys meet, that magic line where the fingers can be straight and able to accommodate all the keys. Today I'm going to take it one step further to show you that virtually all piano technique can be reduced to hand positions and finger patterns. So for example, I were to play a difficult passage in a Chopin scherzo, and I'll also show you something simpler a little bit later, but I want to start with this complex music to show you that even something very complicated is nothing more than a series of hand positions and finger patterns. Watch. That's enough for right now. Now those passages that go up with all those notes, what's going on there? And how can you execute a thing like that? In fact, how can you practice a thing like that? Well, you probably have various techniques, practicing hands separately, practicing slowly, perhaps doing metronome speeds. These are all important and valuable practicing techniques. I'm going to show you another one that you may really enjoy and appreciate. The passage where the hand is going up with all these different notes can still just be reduced to hand positions and finger patterns. So the first passage, this one, so what do you have here? You have, so the hands are over just those notes. So you can practice just those notes. Then you have a next hand position right here. It's just a finger pattern that you have to master. So the next thing is, how do you get from one hand position to the next hand position? And you must practice that. So the way to practice it is to play the first group, and as soon as you hit the first note of the next hand position, you're instantly over all of those keys. So it's not that, it's this. You instantly put all of your fingers over the next group of notes. You may need to practice getting there. Notice what I'm doing now. I am only practicing the first group plus one note, which is the first note of the next group, but I don't just practice getting to the note. I practice getting over all the notes of the new position. Because if I can do that, then I can put the two groups together, and so forth, and then you could put each group. All music can be reduced to hand positions and finger patterns. Even it's a scale passage in Mozart, that can be reduced to hand positions and finger patterns also. So you have, and as soon as you land on this D, you want to be over the rest of the notes. So it's not that, but it's this. You practice playing to the note that is the first note of the new position. And make sure the fingers are over the next keys, so then it's easy. You practice this group, you practice the first group going to that first note of the next group. Then, so whether it's Mozart or it's Chopin or Prokofiev, it doesn't matter. Whether it's fast music, complex music, simple music, all of your music can be reduced to hand positions and finger patterns. Study your scores and add this to your repertoire of practicing techniques, and let me know what kind of results you have with this. I find it extremely helpful in some situations, along with your other valuable techniques. All right, that's it for today. Watch for continuing piano technique series of videos coming your way here on Piano World. Thanks for joining me, Robert Estrin. I'll see you next time.